Held. So when you think about Trey with him and finishes with him for the Duke Blue Devils.
He kept his sense of humor. Coach K asked him after the game, "What's my name?" And he replied quickly, "Michael." That's a bold move when you're talking about the boss.
I'm sure that's probably the first time that someone has called Coach K Michael, especially one of his players, in about the 40 years that he's been here. In this game, but Duke already forcing 2 turnovers, and that's the area where they really become special and turning those turnovers into.
And he said he loves his team because they are not going to back down to anybody so far. That's the recipe here against number 2 Duke.
Yeah, the Duke staff told us that as well. They knew that the Panthers would come in here prepared to play and aggressive. Winner, no question about that. I actually was a part of a coach. They were able to beat Duke at home with Sean Singletary with the buzzer beater. Scoring from.
There's another takeaway. Jones for 3. He's got it!
On the break, Trey Jones, 3 ball, corner pocket to give the Blue Devils was probably, we wouldn't even say as high as considered to be a project. And now you got a young man going out on the road getting 19 and 12 at the College of Charleston, and a big part of what Georgia State plans to do this year, just like shooting the
poked away. 2-on-1 for the Blue Devils. Up and down. Cassius Stanley. No, they give it right back. Turnovers continue to be the story early here, and Trey Jones cashes in on the other end.
The year before, a transfer from Pittsburgh, so Damon Wilson, not foreign territory for him to come here and perform in front of the camera crazies. And he's one of those guys that we knew wasn't going to be scared, just like my guy.
Somehow kept alive and somehow finds the bottom of the net thanks to Jalen Thomas. Quick the other way, big finish, Vernon Carey. Roberts.
Great pass by Trey Jones, finding Vernon Carey running over the top. And we've gotten used to watching the Blue Devils get out of seeing that zone from Georgia State. Duke prepared for this. They talked about it in their shoot-around earlier today. But one thing it does is force you to shoot the ball from the perimeter. And who will be the guy stepping up, knocking down the shot for the Blue Devils?
2 to shoot. Jones weaves his way through and comes up with the bucket. How impressed are you that they've been able to be so effective in transition and get the looks that they've gotten so far tonight?
Well, one of the things that they've been able to do is beat Duke's pressure, but they haven't been able to contain Trey Jones. 17 possession, and right now Rob Lanier going to force someone outside of Carey to beat him from the perimeter.
Jones tries a 3, buries it. Trey Jones has been the man to
hurt someone outside of Trey Jones to make a shot from beyond the 3-point arc.
The Trey Jones show continues. They lost 71% of their scoring from a year ago and their head coach, and yet they've hung in this game. Iron unkind there. Jones the other way. It rolls in, and that's a career high for Trey Jones. Lead of the game.
And Kane Williams to the rim, unable to finish it. But Trey Jones, when he gets the basketball in his hands, one-man fast break, 1-on-3 doesn't matter.
The ball bouncing unkindly in a big way for Georgia State, and it's allowed Duke to grow this lead. Hoop in the horn for Trey Jones.
Off of another missed shot, Trey Jones again, one-man fast break. You see 5 defenders from Georgia State in the picture, only one white jersey, and that one white jersey wins. I can tell you right now, when you watch this, I can tell you 3 guys that missed number 3. One would be Zion Williamson, one would be R.J. Barrett, and the other Cam Reddish. They missed this young man right here.
Spry as ever.
What did he tell me today? I asked him if he was holding something in his pocket. He said, "Corey, I've been here 40 years. I would have to have a lot of pockets for that."
Well, what it was this full court pressure that Baker hits the triple. And that's what we saw in shoot-around today. After the made basket, get back on D like that. Tre Jones picks the pocket and was fouled on his way to the rim.
Well, in transition, Tre Jones had an opportunity. He had a choice. He's running down the floor. He's got the basketball in his hand. And you see the great defensive play that he makes after the beautiful assist, coming up with the steal. But the prior possession, he's got the basketball in his hands, running down the middle of the floor. He's got Matthew Hurt, great shooter, by being the first person outside of Tre Jones to make a three-pointer.
Worn this Panthers team down. Extra pass, Baker again, he's got it!
Tre Jones, who's having a career night shooting the ball extremely well, is not concerned about getting more points. He's concerned about making the right play for his team. You have to have those two guys having big offensive performances and having other players, the Joey Bakers and Matthew Hurts, Cassius Stanley, each and every one stepping up. But one thing that do for them, I believe they have to find other pieces, because when they play against the Virginias.
Offensive rebound again by Hurt. And Duke will pull it out and take their time.
2 for $1. Shoot it again, Cassius.
Came into this game shooting an impressive 82%. That number will come down.
Explosive dunks. But I can tell you this, he is a very block shots, make plays on the defense.